Welcome to MonoCast, episode 2 of season 2, and today we have one of the more interesting episodes where we will be reading viewer stories, reading weird news stuff off the internet. But first, I'll be giving you guys an update and talking about it. My name's Sean, and I'm joined by Emma.
Hi.
Let's get this in here.
What?
Well, the biggest thing that I want to update you guys on, which I'll probably make like an actual update video talking about it more specifically, some point this week. Today is Tuesday. We'll be uploading this on Wednesday, so as you're hearing it, might have a video up, or maybe the next day. But I'm going to change my channel name, and I know some people are probably up in arms and like freaking out, right? Nope. Because everyone's actually like supportive of it, which is kind of surprising. And I talked about it on Twitter and kind of on stream, I think. Maybe, I can't remember. But I want to drop the whole gaming part of my name because I think Monolith's dope. I always thought the word itself is like metal as shit. So I'm like, yeah, it's cool, like me. And I always thought the gaming part was so generic and like lame ever since I like came up with it. But I'm just lazy as hell coming up with names, hence why this fucking show itself is called MonoCast. Not actually something creative.
I like it.
I like it, but it's like I was literally just like, I don't know what to call it. MonoCast, I guess, because of my name and the cast and stuff.
I mean, it's
I didn't
hard.
put any time thinking into it.
It's hard with like specific. I mean, some people have like really, really cool podcast names because it just works out that it's like one word that can be turned and like use the word podcast in their name into some word that's another word or something like that. Like it has a cool title, but it's hard with the word Monolith. If anyone has any suggestions they think or something that could pertain to his channel.
Well, turn on the blue light here, getting all zoned in for the talking. But my idea is to name it Monolith 64 because one, I think it's cool. Two, it goes with.
You're talking about your channel right now.
Yeah, the channel.
Not the podcast name.
Yeah, not that. The channel. I want to change it to Monolith 64 because one, I think it's cool sounding. Two, because it will match perfectly with like the music that I've been working on, and it makes it more of like an artist name than like a side project. The music. And I don't know, it just like matches. Because like if I put Monolith Gaming like as my quote unquote artist name, then it would just sound stupid. Like who would want to listen to the guy whose name is Monolith Gaming?
That's like Chills doing music.
Yeah.
It's like
no one wanted this.
It just seems like it's a side project instead of it being like the main thing. And I can say right now that I've seen how hard Sean has worked on his music that he's made.
Been working on it for how long? Like 5 or 6
months. Months and months and months, and talking about it and working on it for hours all night, literally like 5 o'clock in the morning. He'll be like done working on like part of a song, like, and we'll do that for nights and nights and nights in a row on one song. Like that, I can just say that it's not a side project. So I agree with you. I didn't think of it like that, and I definitely agree that that the gaming just it just makes it that it is definitely a side thing, right. Which we both know that it's not. And hopefully anyone that has listened to it can agree that he's worked really hard on it. You can tell.
That's another thing I want to talk about is like I uploaded a song, but I don't know if many people really even realize that I did, because I never like made an announcement video or anything. I just kind of uploaded it without saying anything. But the people that did listen to it, everyone liked it, and it was fucking awesome. And to quote Andre's Restart, or at least get as much of a quote as I possibly can, he said, "This is fucking amazing." So yeah.
He burped too.
Yeah, he burped in the comment, and I would appreciate it if you took a listen, because kind of segueing into the other reason why I wanted to change it, or not the reason, but whatever. I've always wanted to be a musician. I still do. Like, if this YouTube thing can turn into me getting connections of like people to like make music with, that'd be dope. But this would be the second time channel has undergone a name change.
I was just about to say that.
Yeah.
I was gonna say, for those of you who don't know, yeah, or the ones that don't know, that Sean's channel used to be
Monolith Music and Games, the worst channel name probably ever. And it's like, I'm so bad at coming up with names. Like, my song titles, I just like, just throw a fucking word on it, because I don't know what to name things. So that's what I did back in the day when the channel first started over 2 years ago, which is crazy. And what it was me combining music reviews and stuff with like a gaming channel, which no one's done before, and probably for good reason, because it's like not a good idea. Although I will say that if I never did that, the Punk Agent would never have been here.
Yeah.
The whole Zach D saga would never have come here.
Yeah.
And some of my favorite memories of my entire life would never have happened because of the whole Zach D thing and Punk Agent and all the memes and everything.
Yeah, the people who came to the channel because it was not only like the gaming, they came for the music too. And I can say Sean thinks it's a stupid name, but I know that he wanted to combine the two things that he like loves the most, music and games. That's literally his whole life. That is everything that Sean like revolves around, his thoughts and everything.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
Literally. So yeah, the second time, then I changed it to Monolith Gaming because I was like, I had two different channels. I still technically do, but I don't use the other one, which is Monolith Music, and then Monolith Gaming to like separate. Like, these are my two things that I do, both concentrated in these things. That's why there's the subtitles for the gaming and music, because
yeah, well, I can say that Sean says that he doesn't use the music channel, but it's because when he has something music related, he obviously wants more attention on things like that. So he's been uploading it to his Monolith Gaming channel because he obviously has way more subscribers and more people watching that.
Right.
Which I tell him to put stuff on the music channel.
I wanted to put it on both, but I just haven't gotten around to it.
Yeah.
I might do that. And for the name change, I was considering doing just Monolith. But one, if I ever have a band, that's what I want it to be called. That's what way before I even did YouTube, I was like, this is what I want my band to be called, because this word is fucking cool. And I got it from the people who made Xenoblade, because their developer name is Monolith Soft, and Xenoblade is my favorite game of all time. And I would never have known the word monolith without ever playing that game. It's kind of like a butterfly effect thing, but so I didn't want to make it just Monolith because of that, and also because it would be really hard to search for if you just search Monolith.
So many other things will pop up.
Yeah, like the developers of Xenoblade, videos about Xenoblade, videos about Monolith Studios, which is like the people who made the Shadow of Mordor games, and their channel themselves would be next to impossible to find. But Josh did tell me if you search Monolith 64, the first thing that pops up is my song.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah, well, there you go. It's like meant to be, pretty much.
Oh, there you go.
And yeah, just the gaming thing is just lame. I was thinking about making like productions or studios or something, but that's also generic, but it also didn't limit me to making a specific kind of content. Like, if I wanted to upload a video talking about a movie, I could.
Mm-hmm.
Which I still could with Monolith 64, just be slightly out of place, way more than it would be if it was Monolith Gaming uploading a video talking about Avengers.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, I don't know. I really like Monolith 64. I really like that.
I think it captures the essence of everything. And also, you know, I'm a millennial, so I grew up playing N64. So there you go. That's going to be the name. The official logo and actual name change. I'm not exactly sure when we're going to around to making the logo. I'm going to keep the same font. But the font that I use doesn't have numbers for it. Like when you type a number, it's just like a regular font.
Mm-hmm.
So I need to like find a font that looks very similar. Maybe a little tiny bit different.
But it looks good.
Yeah.
Compared, like, next to.
Yeah.
Okay.
So yeah, that's all that. The other announcement is I'm going to do a streaming schedule / YouTube schedule in general. I'm not exactly 100% sure of how this will work. Yeah. I tried doing it last week, but so I started with Overwatch Tuesdays. And then I upload the podcast on Wednesday. And then Thursday, didn't stream. Friday, I was going to do Smash because that's what I wanted to put on the Fridays. But the Xenoblade DLC came out, so I streamed that instead. And then Saturday was going to be my collab day, Nonsense Nerd, but something came up with him, so we didn't do that. So we just played Splatoon. And then Sunday, I was going to do Splatoon, but I was thinking about it earlier, and I might just change this whole thing. So, Sunday's Splatoon. Monday's nothing, because that's a very dead day, and two of my YouTube friends do a weekly podcast on that day every single week, so it's like, I don't want to compete with people and stuff, and it's just not good for anyone to do. Tuesday, Overwatch, because I don't want to just stick to playing Nintendo games all the time, even though I love Nintendo. It's like, there hasn't really been many good streaming games for Nintendo coming out lately that I haven't played a million times. And Wednesdays, upload podcast every single Wednesday. Gotta try and remember to do it. Thursdays, probably nothing. Fridays, maybe Mario Kart.
Until Smash comes out?
Yeah. So that's what I was thinking. Maybe Fridays, Mario Kart. Saturdays, Splatoon. Sundays, Smash.
Okay.
And then Monday, nothing. Tuesday, Overwatch. Wednesday, podcast. Thursday, nothing. So I'm not like... Every day I'm not like, oh, I need to stream because it's been like 4 days, or I'm not stressing out. I'm like looking forward to like maybe like Tuesdays. Like today we have the whole day off, and then later on we film a podcast, and then I stream. Like it's easy to just like plan it instead of like stressing out about what.
I have an idea.
What's your idea?
Mondays is when we record our podcast. So we have
Good
time.
idea.
Just because, I mean, for it to be up on Wednesday, how we're gonna do it on Tuesday night when you're streaming?
Like right now.
Yeah, basically.
And also
right now,
edit it.
Yeah, right now is gonna be us trying to.
I'll work all night uploading, editing and shit. That's fine. For today.
So far, I don't think there's really anything we need to cut out. So unless
Yeah.
like, there's something that we majorly need to cut out, I can just do it.
Right.
I can just grab the laptop and do it really quick. But like I said, I don't think there's anything we need to cut out, at least yet. But
Are we ready to move on?
I think we're ready to move on.
All right, let's move on. Or
Let us know if you didn't know Sean was gonna change the channel name and now you're hearing it for the first time. Let us know in the comments what you think about it, or in Discord and stuff. We want to know what you think.
and also this podcast, like I said earlier, the podcast doesn't really get many views as of right now. That's why uploading every Wednesday. Hopefully, we'll build some sort of stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Some sort of stuff. I'm such a good speaker. I'm so glad I'm doing a podcast.
I love the way you speak.
Let's get this.
Oh my god, you would have that.
What was I gonna say? Oh yeah, it doesn't get many views, so I'll just do like an update video, completely like talking about this by myself and more streamlined, like a little shorter. So yeah, there we go. Transition music. That was me.
Oh my god, the thing just went up like crazy.
It's time. The new kind of let's play videos, let's time.
We just sit there and like look at the clock.
Yeah. It's time to read some weird news. Because, you know, I'm gonna do a podcast, I should get some like relevant news. And the first one is, you ready for this, Emma?
I'm ready.
Fortnite helped cause 5% of UK divorces this year.
Oh my god. Stop.
Now keep in mind, it seems like a lot, but it's just strictly divorces in the UK. So not everyone that's married, not every person, just people who are getting a divorce, which is 200 people. 200 couples, married couples, but it's still fucking stupid as shit. Let me read this article from QZ.com. It says, "Are you and your beau, B-E-A-U?
Beau.
Beau.
It's basically boo. It's just, I think it's beau is husband, or like boy, I think.
Okay. Are you and your beau, right? Boo?
Beau. It's beau.
Fighting over in-laws, affairs, or dirty laundry strewn all over the bedroom? Aw, how 2017. Even though Fortnite came out last year, whatever. The cause of marital discontent may be shifting in 2018 as the viral online video game Fortnite sweeps the globe. According to a new report from Divorce Online.
My favorite website.
A UK site offering information and services to people who are uncoupling. 200 divorce petitions filed in the UK since the start of this year cited Fortnite as the reason for the separation. These numbers equate to roughly 5% of the 4,665 petitions we have handled since the beginning of the year, and as one of the largest filers of divorce petitions in the UK, is a pretty good indicator, said a Divorce Online spokesperson in a report. The company did not specify how Fortnite contributed to the separations, though its highly addictive, time-consuming nature is a sure contender. Addiction to drugs, alcohol, and gambling are often cited as reasons for relationships ending, and as digital technology increasingly takes over our lives, many argue that social media is as addicting as drugs.
Jesus.
Emma, what do you put another motorcycle. What do you take of this?
So it's like really stupid. If you're gonna like get divorced over Fortnite, then you like shouldn't have been married in the first place.
They're probably like trailer trash, like scumbags, like stupidest people you could ever meet in your life.
Yeah, unless like your significant other playing Fortnite is like really causing a ton of issues. Like if your baby is like drowning.
There's this streamer that I've seen. I wouldn't say I ever watched him, because I don't really watch streamers. It's not my thing. Kind of hypocritical, not hypocritical, but ironic that I'm a streamer myself, but I don't watch other people, unless they're like my YouTube friends. I'm not gonna name drop him because I was kind of talking shit. What are you peeling off your fingers?
Fingernail polish.
Oh, I thought it was like huge chunks of dead skin.
Okay, we're cutting this out.
Well, he was like playing Fortnite all the time, and he had kids, but like he reminded me of my uncle, who is like an asshole and yells at the kids like all the time to like leave them alone and like go over there, like kind of deal.
Oh jeez.
And this is what this story reminds me of, is that streamer and also my uncle who are just like, yeah. Those kinds of people are these people.
Yeah, I don't know. If you're really getting divorced over Fortnite, then there's clearly other issues, and it's not Fortnite that's really causing it.
Right. Moving on to the next story. Right here. There's a couple of video games made by an artificial intelligence.
Oh.
Literally, an artificial intelligence made video games. Let's read a little bit. It says there's an algorithm at the Georgia Institute of Technology that's making video games. This is off of motherboard.vice.com. And it's called This Video Game Made by AI. It looks fun as hell. And this is designed by PhD student Matthew Guzdial and Associate Professor Mark Riedel, both at GT's School of Interactive Computing. The program absorbed hours of footage of people playing classic video games like Super Mario Bros., Kirby Adventure, and Mega Man to learn their key features. Then the machine learning system used that footage as the basis for its own games. Today we've got a better idea of what those games look like thanks to Guzdial. He uploaded video of himself playing 2 of the machine learning generated games to his YouTube channel. The graphics are simple, but you can tell what the AI is going for, and the games actually look pretty fun. In the first game, called Death Walls, the player tries to outrun a fast-approaching killer wall. Wow. And then it says, I'd love to play the second game, Killer Bounce, where the player's avatar constantly bounces and destroys every block it touches. But some nice sprite artwork on top of that game. I'll put some nice sprite artwork on top of that game. I'd buy it right now for my Nintendo Switch. The machine that can make games is the latest product of Riedel and Guzdial's research into computer programs that can be creative. While AI won't be generating AAA titles anytime soon, algorithms may one day help humans design games.
Wow.
Isn't that fucking crazy?
That is really crazy. Robots are taking over. iRobot. What'd you say?
I said robots are taking over.
Yeah.
But yeah, iRobot.
iRobot. Remember that movie come out like 2005?
Probably, like very average movie.
And like back then, we were like, damn! And now we look back on it, and it's like, this is the like shittiest looking movie I've ever seen. It looks so fake.
I would never have watched it if Will Smith wasn't in it.
I love Will Smith.
But yeah, this guy should definitely like put these games like
on the Switch.
On the Switch eShop right now.
Is there anything saying anything about what he's planning on doing with the games?
No, that's actually the end of the article right there.
Oh,
but
we should look into that and see if he's planning on doing anything with the games, or if it's just like for his own fun, or own studies.
Yeah. There's a YouTube 24-hour stream that's an AI learning how to play Mario Bros. Super Mario Bros. The first one.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and I've watched it a couple times, and it just like sits there and then moves at the beginning of a life, and then like it learns where all the enemies are, and it tries to dodge the enemies by itself. Mm-hmm. And and it's pretty fucking cool. I don't know how that even works, but it's like there's like a death counter, and it's like in the thousands. So it just learns and learns and learns and learns. Like
it like dies and then redoes it and knows.
It just learns.
Yeah. Wow.
Over a really long amount of time.
It's gonna learn everything and take us over.
At some point, yeah.
They're gonna learn our weaknesses. Years.
And then Will Smith's gonna be like, "I told you so."
Mm-hmm.
All right, next piece of news. Today, as of this uploading, and tonight, as of this recording, the Nintendo Switch Online has officially become a thing.
That's right. Today's the 18th. Are we starting that family plan?
We could. I don't really know how it works, but
yeah.
I will be giving away 1 or 2 subscriptions. It's only $20, so people who can't afford it, don't tell any of your scummy, greedy friends. Come to my stream, because I'm only giving it to people who deserve it, not like random schleps.
Yeah.
It's super cheap, and I think I have a good opportunity to help some people out, especially if my viewers are like all Nintendo people, and if they don't have it, then they can't play with me, and that would suck. And yeah, so I'll be doing that. Maybe one of them tonight.
Maybe
after
one
this
of them
recording,
tonight.
and then one, or two, depending if I do it tonight, over the weekend, because there's like a week free trial, so it's like not like Friday. People will still be able to use it on Friday for free, but next Wednesday is when it's like you have to pay, or else you won't be able to play.
And with that, are you able to past Wednesday, or is it like Wednesday's the deadline?
Wednesday is probably the exact deadline.
So how are you ever supposed to get online if you don't get it by Wednesday?
No, you can still sign up.
Oh, okay.
It's just a free trial.
Oh, I was so confused. I was like, that makes literally no sense.
No, there's a week free trial.
That was the dumbest thing. I'm realizing now it's so dumb. But it's just the way that you said it. I don't know.
Yeah, no, I'm not a good speaker. So.
No, you're fine. It was just, I'm just dumb. And I don't know why I thought that. I don't know. If there's an overwhelming amount of people that can't afford it and their parents won't get it for them, then I may consider giving one to someone too.
Yeah, there you go. There's already a couple people in the Discord that said that they won't be able to afford it. So.
Well, that's the thing. I mean, Sean's favorite thing is playing games with you guys. So if you wouldn't be able to play, that's sad on Sean's end.
That's why Izzy James is also doing the same thing. He said he's going to give away like $100 worth of this shit.
Wow.
So props to him. And also his biggest reason is the same thing. Is like, if his viewers won't be able to play with him, then you have no one to play with.
Right.
And yeah, that's not fun.
Right.
So
shout out to him. Shout out to Lazy James.
Lazy James is like my best friend.
Yeah.
Anyways, continue to talk about this. A lot of people think $20 a year.
That's not that bad.
It's nothing.
That's like, not that people, bad. Like,
I don't think they
for younger
realize.
people, I can say absolutely, because money is really hard to come by, unless it's like your birthday or like Christmas, and if you're like whoever gives you presents, if they like can give you that. I mean, but from anyone that's like over 18 or has like or over like 20, that is like nothing.
Yeah.
Like that's definitely nothing. Like a lot of when I was so confused when I watched the direct, because it's like it's only $20. Like that's like actually really really good. That's really good compared to like there's some other what is it, Xbox?
Well, so Xbox and PlayStation's online things are $60 per year.
Yeah.
So the thing is, a lot of people don't like Nintendo's because all you're getting is NES games for now. Mm-hmm. In the spring they might announce Super Nintendo games, or the summer, but that's plenty of time. I mean, granted, the hardcore fans have played these NES games 5 million times on the 3DS or the Wii or the Wii U, or their NES Mini. Mm-hmm. So for a lot of people, they're like,
why am I paying for this when
like,
I don't even want it?
I've literally played Mario Brothers 9,000 fucking times in my entire life. Like, whoop-de-doo. Mm-hmm. And NES games aren't even really that good because they're
hard.
Yeah,
they're so hard. Like, I was gonna say, well, because if Sean doesn't want to get the family plan, then I'm gonna get my own. Not even that I like play online like ever, but like every once in a while we'll do the Minecraft stream,
right?
And I'll use my own Switch, or like I'll want to maybe play like you. How many people can? It depends. I don't know.
Oh, family plan?
No, I was gonna ask like how many people can play in a game, but it depends on like the game, the online that people can play. Yeah. I was gonna say because like we could play with Josh, play something like when the new like Mario game comes out, like the Mario Party or whatever. Like we could all, and maybe at that point Chris will get one, so all four of us can play online with our own Switches and stuff like that. It's like I want to be able to play online if there's like a chance that like I would want to. So it's like I'm gonna get it, and it's like for me, I'll play. I mean, if I'm paying to get online, that's the main thing I'm thinking of. That I'm paying to get online, and all those other things are benefits to me. But it's like those games are so hard, especially for me who like never played any video games.
Well, one of the coolest things is that you can play these games online with people.
Yeah, like there's like 2 players.
Which you've never ever been able to do ever. Not just with like Nintendo games, but like a lot of retro games in general. You haven't been able to do that. So it's cool. You pay $20 a year. Also, you get discounts for stuff, which in a short amount of time would probably end up paying for itself.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, you get like discounts on certain things. So literally, like, if it's 20% off on some $60 games.
Oh, really?
I'm just saying theoretically.
Oh, right.
I don't think they said exactly what the discounts will be.
Yeah.
But over time, it'll just pay for itself, and then with you're getting more discounts and everything.
Ignore the cars going by.
With over time, you'll just be saving money probably if you actually buy games, not just play like one game forever. Like some people play Splatoon. And then there's also these NES controllers that I told you about. They like stick on the side.
Yeah.
Did you see those?
Yes, I did see those.
So you get
and those are really cool.
You get exclusive access to like dope shit like that. Which they might come out with GameCube ones of those for the GameCube Virtual Console, which everyone needs, and you will be able to get it without that. And there's cloud saves.
Oh yeah.
The servers for those they're probably really expensive to do that. So if you're able to do it with just $20 a year, it's fine.
I forgot about that there's the cloud like service that saves all your data. Like I can't even believe that like Switches came out without being able to like.
Well, there's no way to back up your saves in general. Like you can't even hook up like a external hard drive.
Right.
And back up your saves like that.
Yeah.
Or you can't even back them up on an SD card. But
yeah.
Some games won't even work with the cloud saves, like Splatoon 2, because they like think that people will use it to cheat. Which means I don't understand how that works. But it's like, and then like a couple other big games, like when the fine print said it won't work on every game, a lot of people were just like, it's just like games like Fortnite, how it's all online, and like that's what that means. They're just covering their ass. But no, It's legit like real big games that it won't work with for basically no reason. Which is pretty lame. Yeah. I, for one, if I lost my 300 hours in Splatoon, I'd be pretty fucking pissed. But most games will work with it.
Yeah.
And I don't really plan on losing or breaking my Switch anyways, so me personally, I don't really care.
He doesn't really take it anywhere. I mean, if anything, you take it to work sometimes.
There's nowhere to go around here. Just people that really use it handheld. People like use it just like relax on the couch or the bed with it. Or people who like ride in the subway all the time.
Right. Like who are like traveling for work in like with public transportation.
Yeah, or an airplane.
A bunch of cars going by.
Yeah.
You can tell we're in New Hampshire because of all the exhausts that are like hanging off.
So anyways, yep, that's it for us talking about that, because we talked about it for a while and pretty much covered everything.
Yep, so look forward to the giveaway.
Yes, ma'am. Alright, now we're going to move on to viewer/listener stories. We got a few. None of them are too long, so it won't take us that long. But they're pretty... I like them. Some lighthearted ones. Some ones that'll might make you tear up.
What?
Well, not really.
Okay.
But I mean, depend if you're a wuss.
I am.
A couple intense ones. But the first one I'm gonna read is sent to me in the DMs by What About Nintendo. Shout out to him. Almost to 2,000 subscribers, so everyone go check out his channel. It's all one word, so don't put spaces in it, or else you won't really be able to find them. Because I've tried doing that, and you can't really find them like that. So it's all one word. What About Nintendo?
Right here, we're putting it up in a link, so you can click on it.
I'll try to remember. Every time I say I'm gonna do this,
I'm writing them all down. Don't worry.
Okay.
I have a list, but right now I'll be up there, so you can click on it. But
all right. So here's the story. He says, "So I've got a weird story for you. This one's a little on the tense side. One day, my sister was eating at a Taco Bell with a friend. Everything was normal until a random guy chucked a packet of sauce at my sister. She looked back and saw that it was some random guy sitting in the booth behind her. She was at a table in the middle of the room. The guy looked a bit sketchy, almost like a homeless dude, but didn't seem to pay much attention to her, so she wrote it off as an accident. That is, until he threw his entire tray and drank it. And drank! Just like staring at her while drank at her, and drink at her, just barely missing their table. He then proceeded to shout at them about random nonsense as he rummaged through a bag next to him. Fearing that he may have some sort of weapon, my sister and her friend quickly left and started to eat in their car. A few minutes later, they saw the man running at their car and yelling. My sister yelled at her friend to hold onto her burrito and left the parking lot. Hold my burrito, we're getting out of here. And as the man continued to run after them until he was out of sight.
What the hell?
Right, it's pretty fucking intense, huh?
What the hell? Did she call the cops? What about Nintendo? You need to give us an update.
That's kind of a cliffhanger.
Yeah,
right,
you gotta give us an update because we gotta know.
Maybe that's all he knows. Maybe his sister's hiding a dark secret. Like she killed him. Just kidding. Don't do that.
Stop. Yeah, let us know what happened because
if you watch this part, or maybe I'll make a highlight of this. Leave your answer in the shits below. Okay.
In the shits below.
All right, next story comes from Octodirt in the DMs. This one kind of gives me a little nostalgia of my online dating back in 7th grade, which is actually pretty sure what grade she's in, so it's kind of weird. But she says, well, so me and my friend, this all happened on Discord, I don't know when though, we're talking about Harry Potter, talking about the house that we would be in. Somehow, it moved to looks and... What was that?
Chris.
Oh. Somehow it moved to looks, and he was saying stuff about me being really pretty and being the person who I am, that I was just... No, I'm not. What?
And her being the person that she is, she goes, no, I'm not.
Oh. Then we were just rambling about that, and me telling him that he was cute, and he kept saying that he looks like a trash bag. I told him that looks don't matter, and what matters is your personality. He told me that I was really pretty and liked my personality, so then we both confessed our love.
Aww.
He said that he promised not to ever do online relationships, but I was an exception. But then the next day I got fucking rejected.
No, stop.
We still talk, but little does he know that I still fucking like him. He might be in your podcast because he watches you. Oof. Oh, that's long. It's not good. I'm sorry.
Oh my god. She's so cute.
No, that's a good story. I like that.
Aww.
Kind of brings me back to when I was in 7th grade and meeting girls on like crossword puzzle games. I mean, like,
you did that?
Yeah.
You did that? You played crossword puzzles online?
Yeah. I fucking loved online games. I was obsessed with like talking to people online, like making friends and stuff. And like, I was a horny fucking kid, so I was like talking to the girls left and right and stuff.
You do like your crossword puzzle and like one of the words is like boobs. You're like, can I do vagina?
I didn't know if I knew what the word vagina meant back then. Although I did scream at my brother to go lick a pussy once because he was bullying me. Go lick a pussy! Alright. Next story, this is the longest one. It's by Shock777. Shout out to Shock777. My most famous viewer. Remember? And she has like tons of thousands of followers on like 8 different social medias and stuff. This is a story about how she met her boyfriend.
Aww.
It's a good one. I like it. I read the whole thing, but this is Emma's reaction. When I was in high school, I crushed hard on this guy named Josh. Unfortunately, he was dating my friend at the time. Their relationship lasted throughout my junior and senior year until the Until the near end of my senior year, me and Josh dated for a month, but because I felt I wasn't ready at the time, I broke it off with him. We didn't talk for about 6 years. During that 6 years, neither of us had contact with each other, and I didn't know anything about him or his life. Long story short, I ended up moving about 200 miles away, and I stayed in that town for a good 4 years. In that 4 years, I kept a dream journal for all the mysterious dreams I would have at night. I had one dream of him during that time. In the dream, I walked into his workplace, which was like a retail store, and I met him. He had facial hair now, and he was a lot more handsome. We small talked and stuff, caught up with each other, but then he said something in the dream I'll never forget. I still love you, Alex, he said, which is her name. The dream confused me, but I wrote it down nonetheless. Things got bad after my grandma passed away, and after I graduated ministry school, I moved back to my hometown about 2 years ago. Keep in mind that Josh and I hadn't talked nor heard from each other since high school. Anyway, one night I get a hankering for ice cream. Me and my great aunt, whom I lived with in my hometown, asked me to go for an ice cream run. I went to my favorite store and walked in, and there he was. He had the facial hair. He looked exactly like he did in my dream. We caught up, told him how I went to Japan, how I went to ministry school, what I've been doing with my art and comics and whatnot. He and I chatted, and then I went home and saw I had a Facebook friend request from him. I thought nothing of it until a few months later. We couldn't help ourselves. We had gotten out of a bad relationship and didn't want to date at first, but we just fell in love. We began dating, and it wasn't until a few months into it, Josh told me the story of how we met that day from his perspective. He told me that for some random reason on that specific day he thought of me and looked me up probably 8 hours before I even entered the store. He had sent the friend request hours earlier, but I hadn't checked it all day. How could the timing be so perfect? After 6 years apart on a random day, on a random whim, he decided to think of me and add me on Facebook, and it just so happened to be the same day I walked into his store, just like the dream I had. He coincidentally works at the same store my father worked at many years ago. My mother had met my father at that same store in the same way. Isn't just a little too coincidental? Anyway, that's my story. Take of it what you will. I believe in divine guidance, and I feel like this was God's way of setting us up. Alex.
I'm tearing up. I'm not gonna cry. I'm holding back. Hold on. Hold on. I didn't think I was gonna react that way.
That's some fucked up shit in like the best way.
That's really cute.
That's some like butterfly weird fucking shit.
That's
butterfly
like,
effect.
That is really, really cute.
Yeah.
It's like you guys are meant to be.
That is a really, really, really good story. Like,
Someone's squeaking.
It's just a good story.
I teared up, almost cried.
I mean, yeah, I guess that would be definitely fate. Like, there's absolutely no way it's not.
Sorry, go ahead.
I was gonna say, for one reason or another, it happened, and maybe for that reason you don't even know yet. Maybe some huge, gigantic thing would never have been solvable if it not for that random day.
Mm-hmm.
Like you're taken hostage and
what?
Spider-Man, he becomes Spider-Man. He's been Spider-Man this whole time, but
what?
And he saves you. But if you guys never met,
what?
Bang, dead.
Okay, all right. So you should like do something with your dream journal if you still have it. I'm assuming you do, but you should do something with your dream journal, whether that be like creating like characters and making like a comic with that, or like maybe just releasing it as like a story, something. You should do something with it. You do what you think you should do with it, but you should do something with it.
Yeah. Because
you made me, someone who doesn't even like know you, like cry basically. But okay.
That was a good ass story.
That was a very good story. If you have more in that dream journal that's like that, you should tell us more.
Yeah. That's basically the end of it, but there's like a couple little things people said. Like, Tron was gonna tell me the story of how he almost lost his virginity, but he never did.
Oh my god.
No. Links Orden 90 on Discord, aka Charles T. Stash, who is a patron supporter, which I appreciate and I don't see enough of. He says, many years ago, I once pissed off my younger brother so bad they took a piss on me.
That's me.
Also, I've almost died 3 times in my life. I question why I survived. There must be a reason that I survived. I still don't know what that reason is yet.
Oh my god.
Crazy shit.
Did he not explain the story as to how?
No.
Okay, well there you go. Now he needs to tell us the rest of the story. Let's send a cliffhanger.
If he's comfortable.
Yeah, of course.
It could be like some serious shit.
Very true. Very true.
But yeah, that's his little story. There's another little story from Yes Joe, Discord name and YouTube name. That's when I was at my first Boy Scout summer camp trip. People kept taking people's lockboxes and hiding them. They put mine in a tree, and when I was younger, I got stressed out easier.
Aww.
When the one who did it told me, I slapped him across the face as hard as I could and looked for the lockbox.
Oh my god. That's me to Sean.
Yeah.
If he doesn't hand me, like, goldfish immediately. Doesn't get me, like, chocolate cake.
Walmart chocolate cake.
Walmart chocolate cake is so good. Specifically Walmart chocolate cake.
And Pat569 says, here's a sad story. Mother 3. Huh. That's a Nintendo fan joke right there. And then Danye, for whatever reason, decides to tell me the entire chronology of the Mother series. Earthbound. I don't know why. Look how long this is.
Oh my goodness.
Keeps going. All that's him.
Oh my goodness.
Danye, why do you think I would read that? I didn't read it in the story of a game. Sorry. But yeah, that's viewer stories. Thank you, everyone. Those are really good. I didn't expect to get as many responses as I did. I expected to get like one person being like, my butthole itches.
Me.
Those are some good shit. If you didn't leave a story, or if you have another story you want me to read next time, please leave it, because that's good. I like reading those.
You can DM them, Twitter,
Discord, comments down below. Any way you want to get a hold of me and tell me, you can.
Smoke snignals.
Smoke snignals. But I think that's gonna wrap it up. Unless you wanna... Is one of those stories really good?
No.
Okay. I think we should just call it a night.
We heard enough stories tonight. Maybe in the next podcast I'll read a couple of my spooky stories.
Yeah. No.
Spooky stories.
Good enough. I don't know where the other one is, like the jump scare.
It's fine.
Oh, right here.
Scary stories.
Thank you for listening. Tune in next week for another episode of MonoCast featuring Emma, as always. And leave a like. Give me some money. I don't know what Emma's...
Support it. Sean on Patreon. I'm doing the money.
Like, yeah.
Rubbing fingers together, getting that quiche.
Yeah, support us on Patreon. Support us by becoming a member of the channel, which used to be called sponsorships, but now it's called members. You should see it somewhere on your screen. It says join. Click that. It's $5 a month. Come to the streams, leave a like, leave a comment, watch my other episodes.
Look forward to the giveaways
tune in.
Yep, for the online.
And I'll leave an audio-only version in the description below. Which I don't know why I'm saying that right now, because if they're at the ends, they're probably like, watch the whole thing.
Yep.
But, yeah. Bye, everyone.
Bye.